We didn't always try with no mercy. We didn't always go to Switzerland to do no back. Yeah, the ancestors on the Almighty watching you. Yeah. Suffering your people to build up your personal economy. Speaking reconciliation with your mouth. While he's changing your language and your lifestyle and your chorus. What is the beauty of historical time? Europe united because Africa is lazy. Believe it or not. European currency, no centralizing. Because they keep mixing the marketing and the pricing. They no longer will be controlled. What is the implication of all these things? Even the cycles in the air changing. This is material and this is geological cleansing. This is the old people and this is the new way. There is no stopping what the Most High is doing. I am a young bushman. I am a bushman. I am a bushman. I am a bushman.
Peace and black power. Welcome to another edition of TV, House of Consciousness, back up in Harlem, hell up in Harlem. It's a hell up in Harlem today, and it's always my pleasure, and I'm very humbled to be in the presence of Brother Red Pillar, KTL. This brother got some bad shirts. Every time I come up here, these shirts, I remember my first shirt that I bought from Red Pill probably about 10 years ago or more. It was a hoodie that he had, all a conglomeration of all black leaders and everything. And I mean, he's always very unselfish. Whenever I see some of the young brothers starting up with this shirt, he's showing where to go, where to get this. One day, not too long ago, I heard a discussion on Brother Rich's channel, and Brother Rich was talking about something about ideas, the market of ideas, and how some of our people get mad if they had an idea, they don't let the idea come to fruition, and then somebody else has the idea. But God damn it, fool, you don't have no corner on the market of ideas. It don't belong to you. And the black man and woman is the original man and woman. It has so much talent that there's no need to be acting like a goddamn fool over this person took my idea. If you didn't let the idea and take it, run with it, and you sat back on it, it's in the ethers now. It don't belong to you anymore.
No doubt. Indeed. First and foremost, introduce yourself, brother.
My name's Eugene. I'm out of Norwich, Connecticut. I came up to check my people out here, Red. We've been going on since the debates and watching them on, YouTube, getting these lessons, and came to show him what I created, to know that we know each other and know ourselves. So that's what I'm here to do.
Go and grab your pieces real quick. Interesting thing was I was having a conversation with Baba and my brother Black Jakim, and we were talking about the influence or the power of having the influence to, inspire brothers and sisters who are watching these videos over the years, almost about a decade in, being able to inspire our brothers and sisters and plant seeds, right? Plant seeds within their minds of the abilities that they have when they tap into their intellectual prowessness or intellectual property. And then this brother pops up and says, Brother Pill, we met I remember meeting the brother at a debate many moons ago. Which one was it? Do you remember?
Was it
one of the big ones, the Kemet on trial? You know what I'm saying? The brother came and spent, he came and supported, dropped a nice, dropped a nice bag on me. You know what I'm saying? Fair exchange, no robbery. Got some beautiful pieces,
Crown.
Exactly. And then has been inspired through the conversations, right? The the conversations that we've been having with the family, right? He's been inspired to go ahead and start his own clothing line. So he wanted to come and show us, you know what I mean, Brother Red, you've inspired me to go ahead and tap into my artistry and go ahead and create a clothing line. Thus, you know what I mean, showing me, you know what I mean, yo, you did something to help spark me. Now look, the brother put an Olmec on a hoodie with the words "Know Thyself" encompassing it. I remember many years ago that I also did a design that had an Olmec sign on it. But do you know how petty some of our people are? They would see that you did a Olmec design and be like, damn, yo, son is copying my Olmec design. Yo, why you biting? Or try to claim ownership over an image that comes from Google or something. Or an image of your ancestor that nobody could necessarily own. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, we were also having this conversation about the fact that our people are so much in their poverty-minded consciousness that they will not allow other people to grow. You dig what I'm saying? That have been inspired to grow.
That's the only thing we can do.
That's the only thing we can do, is to grow, especially in the predicament that we find ourselves in these days. You know, so I'm honored, and you know, it is almost like a certification stamp that what it is that we out here doing. Why y'all walking past the camera? That what we out here doing is honorable and whatnot, because brothers such as yourself is coming forward and saying, bro, I've been divinely inspired to pick up and to tap in.
Yeah, divine, like you said, every day is studies, lessons to get it right and figure out what we got to do. So I'm finally here, being able to speak to him live, talk to him, and show him. Coming from a long distance where nobody know where you at. Just 2 casinos in the middle of nowhere. But we still here thinking and watching and getting ourselves together out there. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And if anybody knows the foundation of what it is that both Red, Blue, KT, Mama Pill, and people who are part of our network, what we do is we inspire others that are out there to do for themselves. First and foremost, before anything else, it is about self-determination.
It don't go nowhere.
You already know. Not talking about this shit, but actually living it, not just professing it, not lip professing it, not being, not pontificating it, but living it out, showing you, no, you could do it too. There's nothing different from what I might be doing than from what this man or any other person who determines that that's what their purpose is and they want to do it, that they can do as well. And then when I see somebody doing it, I don't feel a kind of way. I don't get in my feelings and start feeling inferior in the presence of something that might be shining because I just want to take all of the shine. I don't know if people realize that what you see as conscious clothing or anything dealing with, you know, this market, this existed before Red Pill came on the scene. You dig what I'm saying? But we've helped define it. We've been out here for many moons defining the culture. You understand? Defining the culture, pioneering the culture, planting the seeds of the culture. You know how many clothing lines have come along ever since I brought forth my clothing line? Hundreds. Do you ever think I felt intimidated by that? I'm feeling honorable. I'm like, yo, at least I know what I'm doing is right.
It's always, yeah.
Every time I go online or I go to a lecture and I see new vendors and they've popped up with a new clothing line, which is an independent business, which is in my mind a potentially multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar entity. It could grow like anything else that's out there can grow. So all I'm feeling is satisfied that the seeds that I'm planting are germinated. It's not a Terminator seed. It ain't GMO.
No. It's real.
So when you inspiring other people to tap into the creative part of themselves, to bring forth the culture, to bring forth the arts, to bring forth the sciences, why would you be intimidated? Why niggas out here trying to hate on the fact that I am being artistic and creative in what it is that I am doing in order to both feed my family and to continue to put forth, you know, intellectual property? There's nobody out here with, this is original design. You understand? These are original designs. These patches, I've seen them on other people have sold them individually. I've seen people put them on bags and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an ownership over something that the Asian sells. I don't got ownership over a blank shirt that Indians sell. They're selling it at a wholesale market. Do you know what that means?
It's cheap.
Let's speak about it in street terms. You got a plug. He got the chocolate. And he says to everybody out there, I got the chocolate. You say, okay, I'm on this side of town, you're on that side of town, I'm going to get me some goddamn Kit Kat, Nestle bars or whatever, and I'm going to bring them back. You don't got no ownership over that. You not the plug.
That's his work. Now,
You the extension cord. You're not the plug. So if we go to the plug and pick up a shirt that got holes in it, or pick up a shirt that got bleach on it, or pick up a shirt that's a different color, that don't got nothing to do with you. It never has and it never will. These stores existed before some of these people was even born. You feel me? I've been doing this for a very long time, before people have considered. So what I'm saying is we have come to open up certain doors. Don't disrespect the house like that.
period.
None of us are building these machines. None of us is building this technology. Nobody Frank Lucas this shit. Nobody went over to Asia and brought it back. It was here already. You know what I'm talking about? The machines was already here. Nobody's name is on those machines. So
nobody's name is on that receipt when we pay for it, but my own. So
yeah, it's 30. You know what I mean? That's not what's taking place. So once again, to cure the poverty-mindedness that seems to encapsulate our people and prevents Negroes from growing past the knee, we gotta allow each other to prosper. How do you think the people who are wearing you out, wearing your shorties out, running around, benefiting off of your culture, running around, benefiting off of your everything, the participation of you buying everything from them, how do you think they're winning? They're winning because they're working together. They're winning because they don't live in poverty-minded consciousness. They're not living in scarcity. They're living in a true abundance that you niggas talk about and profess that you want to be a part about. You understand? They all putting money in a pot and going in and get it in 100 dozen jugs. Let me get 100 dozen of that one color. You know what I mean? And we running around penny pinching, trying to gather up all of the, you know what I mean? The scraps to get 3 shirts.
ain't got to fight with that. Got to fight for one of those.
The European, the Asian, the Indian, the continental African, the West Indian, they are utilizing the power of the collective to fulfill some of the things that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the stock market, when it comes to the power of the collective going forward and doing all of these things, innovating like in the technology, you think one person who created an app got another problem? Yo, I'm in the iTunes store. What you doing in here, son? I'm in Google Play. Why you did an app, son? You know what I mean? Like, we got to get out of that mentality and understand that we live in abundance. There are 8 billion people on this planet. You understand what I'm saying? We have to allow everybody their room in order to grow, in order to express themselves. I don't want to keep...
Yeah, I got
you know what I mean?
But you already knew.
So,
let me tell my...
we're gonna continue to inspire. We're gonna continue to breathe life into our brothers and sisters by presenting options to them. I speak to millions of people. If 5 or 10 or 100 or 1,000, I want 1 million people to be inspired. But if it only inspires 5 or 10 and then they go forward and do something that helps better the condition of their lives so they can feed their seeds. If the seed that I'm planted can help you feed your seed, then it's a motherfucking touchdown. I dab. You understand? It's what more can I ask? This is about self-transformation from you picking up the tools or the jewels that's being thrown out there and applying it to your shit. So if you apply it to your thing, how can I feel a way if you come forward and like, yo, I applied it. Damn, son, how did you apply it? Why are you doing Kemet? I'm supposed to be doing that. God damn it. Do you know how humongous Kemet is? Do you know how many people are waking up to ancient Kemet? Do you know how many days are in the week? Nigga, 7. We got 7 different shirts.
Every day.
Every day.
I thank you. My information is psboutique.info, and on Instagram, True and Living with the _7. Just check us out. We customize anything, ladies' clothes, men's clothes, kids' clothes, African sculptures, all of that. So we thank the guys here, Red Pill and Babatv. Like he said, fire every time. When you light the sun, it's permanent, the shine. So just remember that. Thank you.
No doubt. It's going to take hundreds of us who already have businesses to merge and come together as a network, right? And by doing such, then we're going to be able to go overseas where the material, the patterns, the textiles, all of these things are at a cheaper price. The manufacturing, the production of these items, you understand? Where you can also have cut and sew, meaning that you could take ideas and concepts and then go overseas and have it manufactured at a fraction on the dollar, at a very good discounter. You could go to Haiti. They're doing manufacturing over there. You could go into India. You could go into Pakistan. You could go into Indonesia. You could go into Vietnam. You could go into China. You could go many places. I don't know too many places in Africa where they've set up manufacturing, but this could be the first step towards introducing that onto the continent, because quiet as kept, that will be one of the ways to create a very powerful multi-billion-dollar industry, is if we were to take manufacturing back to the continent where people are only making a quarter a week. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if we could reintroduce the Africans are cut and sew. The Africans, they have perfected the sewing game, the patterns and all of that. This is what they are.
But Red Pill, what's going to happen when our people go back there and say, oh, you got to have a membership and stuff. He only selling wholesale to me. You can't go to the same African country. You bring the nigga over there.
Yeah. So we have to exercise the nigga so it doesn't follow us. You know what I mean? We have to do things to eradicate the nigga within us. It's almost like trying to put lipstick on a pig. Who cares if you conscious, if you wearing all of these symbols and you running around with these motifs in the iconography? If the mentality doesn't match what it is that it stands for, you understand, or the DNA of these motifs, then you just playing games. It's like running around wearing all of this ripped up rock and roll shit. You niggas have no heavy metal in you. There's nothing heavy metal about you. You know what I mean? You're not rock stars, you know. So it's like people are cosplaying. The same thing that you see at Comic-Con. They're dressing up like their favorite heroes. They're dressing up like you know what I mean? Like they're trying to play the role of something that is not of them. And I'm speaking to the whole. This is not to any individual. I'm speaking to the mentality. I'm speaking into the energy. If I've ever did that to somebody, I apologize, and I'm speaking to that as well. We have to address these behaviors. We have to address these blockades. We have to address these obstacles that come about, these landmines these landmines of niggerdom that get laid out on the path of the road to the riches that many of us are on, in order to develop and to strengthen our brands and to build up these brands to be you know what I mean, to be respectable brands. We have to work together so we could start, you know, manufacturing. We don't have to, we could deal with distribution. We could deal with inventory from a different point of view. We could deal with working, buying from each other from a wholesale point of view, cut and sew, and all of these things. The possibilities are endless. It is endless, but we have to be able to do it together. There has to be a level of cohesiveness where people don't feel, oh, damn, I'm using a silk screen machine. I'm doing silk screen. How this brother gonna come forward and start using silk screen? Huh? Oh, I'm using vinyl cutter. How is people gonna come forward and use vinyl cutter? Oh, I'm using patches. How somebody gonna go online to Alibaba or AliExpress over in China and go and order patches? As if you got the patent on patches. You feel me? As if you have the patent on embroideries. Like you came up with you part of the ancestor. You know when they got the 100 inventors? You like, yo, my great-great-great-grandfather was the nigga who came up with he built an embroidery machine after the cotton mill. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop doing that, man. The Jews downtown, when you go into the fashion district, there's about 100 different brands in one building working together they all selling practically the goddamn same thing. They all selling, and then even with them, at least some of their stuff are cut and sew, meaning that they at least created the pattern, created the design, then shipped it away, and then it came back. Nobody is cut and sewing blanks. That's what the Arabs, that's what the Chinaman, that's what other people are bringing into America, and then it is available for all of the people who consider themselves small businesses and creators to come in one place where we all shop at the same place and then pick out those blanks. So stop at 5, you know what I mean? Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's 100 different places. It's like 3 or 4 places downtown. And then when you online, it's still the same amount of places that we all have to go to the same places. So the idea is to grow the whatchamacallit. The idea is to grow the possibilities. The idea is to have our own wholesalers, because that's how the money begins to circulate and it doesn't leave our communities. I'm going to continue to encourage my brothers and sisters out there to be industrious, to be illustrious, to become part of these networks. I'm dedicating the months, these winter months that are coming up. I'm not going to be on the streets. I'm going to be behind closed doors inside of these institutions working on these facts initiatives, the Hawks Initiative, Health and Wealth Knowledge Itself, and other things that are solution-based, because we're seeing what's going on and we're seeing that the opportunity and the time is here, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but the now, in order for these businesses to come together and these solutions to get on the table and something to really start being, some things to really start being done, because people are making things happen. They're making them happen.
And family, if there was anything that I may have said that offended someone, that was not my intention. My only intention was to be like the alarm clock. Alarm clocks are abrasive, especially when you want to keep sleeping.
So love and light to the family. Like I said, continue to support your brothers and sisters that are out here creating products, you know what I'm saying? And creating, doing things for the culture in order to change the uniforms that we see our brothers and sisters out here wearing that don't represent their consciousness. It doesn't represent their wokeness. It doesn't represent their state of mind. So you're not supposed to be thinking one way but looking completely the opposite. Do nuns walk around dressing like dignified whores? Huh? Or harlots like they call them in the book? No. Nuns dress like nuns. You know what I'm saying? You need to be in uniformity with your mind state. So if you're professing black consciousness, wokeness, you know what I'm saying, and all of these other things, well then start representing the culture. What the hell are you hiding for? What else is there to do? I don't want to wear nobody else's name. I don't want to wear their symbols. I really don't want to rock it. I might throw on some polo, the P-Wing, the 92 Stadium and all that. Yeah, I do that because that's part of my history. That's in my DNA. That's part of my genetic makeup. You know what I mean? I lived through that. But when it comes to where my mind is now, I want to adorn myself and my motifs. So I'm saying that the more creators that we have out there that are creating on their own, that are coming up with ideas, don't copy off of nobody. Don't be a don't blatantly bite off of nobody. But if there's procedures, if there's different ways of doing things, and there's different mediums and whatnot, and you want to express yourself through that medium, don't ever in your life feel restricted like this, that like you can't do that because somebody that you know is doing that. That's retardedness. Like that don't even make sense. That's like somebody seeing Baba doing what he's doing with, oh, I don't want to get a backdrop because Baba got one. Is that not nigga mentality? Is that not poverty-minded consciousness? You're not allowing us to be in abundance. You're not allowing others to grow. You're not allowing Baba to multiply, right? They say we don't die, we do what? We multiply. So if they take me out of here right now, my work is already been done because I'm planting seeds in all of my in my life's activities, and other things outside of me in life are watering those seeds, and they've germinated. There are like 100 different conscious brands out here. And when we started Kings County, I could count the brands on my hand. I believe Pharaonic was on the scene, and it might have been one or two others. Now there's hundreds. Every day I go on Instagram, I'm seeing more. I'm like, show enough. You feel me? I'm like, this is what it's about. I'm not co-signing. If people out here sowing those seeds of discord, peace, thank you, poisoning the water on some fuck shit, trying to talk behind people's backs about what it is that they do creatively, when all they do is inspire others throughout whenever they speak. Their whole purpose is to help inspire. And then if you get inspired by somebody, they like, oh, niggas trying to run with my shit. Dog, you inspired me. You can't live with that. Is that too much? You know what I'm saying? So we got to talk against that, fam. We do too much work out here. We put in too much work. Every day, I could count the days. Every other 2 days, somebody is coming up to me talking about they started a business. Hold on. Matter of fact, do you mind just coming real quick and giving a testimony? This is not rehearsed. The God popped up.
What up, what up, what up?
We talked about your business how long ago? How long ago?
Yeah. I think about this all the time. Where I be like, Dad. One day I was coming down 25th. This was a while ago. This story I'm about to tell right now was maybe about 6 months ago. Okay. And I said to Pill, I said, yo, I'm gonna start compensating the black community to help me get my business off the ground. Mm-hmm. So when you see my trips to Ghana pop up everywhere on Instagram, for those who know me on Instagram, Ghana Cross Culture, Rashad_McCrory. I spoke to Pill before I paid for any advertisements, anything about anybody. And I said, yo, I'm going to start hooking people up. I'm going to start paying our people to help me get off. Not that I need everyone, but I want to start bringing money to the community, money to the circle.
Feel me? So it's about being inspiring. You understand? And inspire, and then working that in, like now, as a result of the brother taking trips to Africa and to other places as a travel agency, we're putting a package together so we could take these gifts that he's bringing forward and helping other people benefit by going on a trip at a great discounted price. That's how you grow. That's how you network. That's how you build. You're not going to be able to create a community out of talented people inside of your network if you don't allow brothers and sisters to inspire each other and to work together cohesively and to merge and to you know, how people collaborate, right? What me and Baba is doing is called digital convergence, meaning that I got a platform, I got a brand, Know the Ledge, but I'm working with Babatv, Fire every time, and we're converging, we're coming together. Not in competition, peace. Not in any kind of competition, but in cohesiveness. That's why you niggas are in the place that you are right now, is because of that right there. In so many ways mutated. You understand? Because we so much want to sabotage each other, because nobody wants to see anybody doing good for themselves. Nobody want to see the next man growing. They don't want to see Negroes grow past the knee. But we not having that. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We not allowing that shit to be a part of our reality. So it's fire bond upon that. Another fire bun session. Put that shit with the marshmallows in the bun fire. You know what I'm saying? And let's start building, like I said, your network is your net worth. For all of the people that I have inspired, for all of the people who I have given a jewel, and you have seen, I've thrown some pieces of coal at you, and you apply some pressure to it, and that shit turned into a diamond. Salute. Continue to do what you got to do, but please don't try to shit on me if, you know what I mean, if I'm out here doing what it is that I do, and you know what I mean, don't do that, because it's not going to end well. With that being said, love and light, peace.